And welcome to the Hiredgun Podcast with your host, Hiredgun. First, like, subscribe, share. How you doing, y'all? So, NXT, NXT was good, but it was good. It was a good show. It was. I, it was kind of better than Raw. But, what I don't like, oh, hold on. Let me put this out here now. Because I forgot to talk about this yesterday. So, um, I was gonna get um, hyped about the 6 matches we got for Night of Champions because I thought, hey, we get 6 matches instead of 5 or instead of 4. You know, we should be happy. They learned. No, 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 they didn't. They didn't learn. No, they did this last year. Night of Champions got 6 matches last year too. All right, now we're gonna have to see what happens on the next pay per view because you can't count WrestleMania. 'Cause that's 2 nights. Then they do 7 matches to 8 matches, right? And you can't count SummerSlam because that's 2 nights, and they probably do 7, 8 matches then too. All right, so no, you can't count those matches. I mean pay per views. Like you can't, because they're not the same. They're not, they're not the other pay per views. Now, if you think about it, they should do this 6 matches format instead of the 5 match format because the fact that 6 matches is a good thing. Now, this could also could be all like this should all this should all be thrown away or settled with just having 2 matches on the pre-show instead of having these long ass pre-shows with no matches on them. It's pointless. It's point. Which I gotta find out the time for a Night of Champions too because it's a different time. I think it's 11:30. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. And by the way, SmackDown's not live this week. It's not. I know the results. I read the spoilers. It's not live this week. It's not because they were still in the UK. Now they get to travel to Saudi. All right, and deal with that. So let me apologize right quick because I don't want my dear friend Carlton to think I'm sending missiles at him or misquoting him because I'm not. And on either one of these I'm not. It don't have to be Carlton. It can be Ryan. It can be Joss. It can be which I'm gonna talk about something about Joss. But which let me thank him for being a new subscriber to my channel with the 70 on the road to 100 still on the road to 100. I'm happy with my 70 subscribers I got. I'm happy about those. I really am. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good what I'm doing. You know? But what? SmackDown's not live. I read the results. I'm iffy about these results. Now, when I first started watching wrestling, or not even watching wrestling, when I first started knowing behind the scenes of the business, when you lose in your hometown, or when you lose on your birthday, and shit like that, I used to feel some type of way as a kid. Like I really did. Now, I'm not trying to spoil that no, on SmackDown. I'm not. But a certain person won, and they are in her country, and this should give it away. All right, but they're in her country, and she's won 2 matches because of that. She won Monday in a tag match. All right, and this she's gonna win Friday. All right, because of where she's at. Now, moving on from that, moving on from that topic. So I knew the dark match. Well, I knew the match that they were promoting for SmackDown even before I knew this wasn't a live. I mean, even before I knew this was a show, right? Like a show for SmackDown. I knew this. I knew this match when they was promoting it. It was a dark match, right? And I knew who was gonna take the fucking pin. Alright, that over and Seth Rollins versus the Vision, right? It was a dark match. Now, is over at SmackDown? He is. Right? Is Seth at SmackDown? He is. Is over on TV on SmackDown? He is. Alright? Jay is too. Alright? And so is Sammy. Well, Sammy and Cody don't matter. I mean, in the statement that's happening matters. But they're over and Jay are there. Now, the Jay part, I'm not surprised because he's there regardless. So, like, he was there last week. Alright? Now, he's there for a statement. Alright? I won't spoil all that. Let's spoil all that. But the dark match I don't give a fuck about because we're not going to see that. Alright? So, in the dark match, we get a link up between Over and Braun. Which I'm gonna leave to something else too. That I seen on Twitter that I hate. And, like, I'm starting to hate Twitter more and more, dog. Like I think I'm on it too much, and I'm letting the comments and shit get to me. I really am. But we get a link up, and we get Over and Braun. And I'm gonna tell you, dog, I'm ready to see that match. Now, we're not gonna see it on free TV. Like, there's certain matches that we're not gonna see on TV, on free TV for the first time. And if we do, it won't finish. Alright? Braun and Over, I need to see. Braun and Jacob, I need to see. Alright? Braun and Roman, I need to see. Alright? Jacob and Over, I need to see. All these matches we not seeing on free TV. Not, at least not for the first time we not. Like why? Like it's not gonna fucking happen. But it happened last night in a tag match, and they went at it for a little while. They mocked each other for a little while. Like they mocked each other. Braun did the whole stunt. Right? And Over did the you know, like that kind of stuff. Not doing that again. But so that happened. And if you had to give me a winner, I mean, if I had to choose a winner, it's Over right now. So because on the main roster, Braun has more losses. Do they protect him? They do. Alright, but now he's to a point that he can take L's, and it won't phase him. It won't phase him like that. I mean, how to say this? He can take an L, and to certain people, and it's okay because he's lost some of. I don't want to say he's lost some of his aura, being a bad, because he's still a badass. But he's lost the aura that that Jacob still has. All right, he's definitely lost the aura that that Oba has. Because at one point he was Oba to a certain extent. Now did he transfer over like Oba? No, no, nah. It came with time. And in a way, this is what Clark is talking about when he says that Over is skipping some stuff. All right, because Braun didn't skip anything. Like Braun debuted, he beat jobbers, he he captured the IC title. He's been in the faction. He's still in the faction. He's been given the tag team titles. He's wrestled a couple main eventers, and not just one. He's done stuff. He's been hurt. Right. He's went viral a couple times. Right, for his spears. Uh, he's He's promoted against some of the best talkers right now. Right, like he's done it. He's done it, and no one questions. No one questions. No one questions over either. But no one questions Braun's ability. No one questions Braun's uh, uh, physicality. Again, no one's doing this to the over either. Right? But I'm saying no one questions it that he's a main eventer. No one questions it that he's gonna be one of the guys. Oba's the guy. Now, before Brian got hurt, right? Now, you can take this with a grain of salt. All right, he was supposed to win the Royal Rumble. He was supposed to dethrone Roman. It was supposed to be a passing of the torch. All right, but that didn't happen. And it's not gonna happen now because Roman signed a new contract to be around longer. All right, so that's not happening. All right, but some of the aura with Braun has been lost to a certain extent, and I'm saying that because once they put Braun, even though it's not on TV, right, and even though it was a dark match, it's still surfacing around. And did he get pinned last night? No. Austin Theory's that nigga. Like no matter how much I like Austin Theory, right, and like gas him up some, right. He's still the nigga. He's still the nigga who's gonna take the pinfall. No matter what belt he holds, or how over he gets, or how much Paul Heyman gasses this nigga up. Right? He's still the pinfall guy right now. He's that guy. Ain't no way around that. Alright? So he took the pin last night. Alright? As he should have. Not last night. Was it last night? It was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. As he should have. Alright? So they still protect Braun in that way, as they should. But when it comes to getting the upper hand and getting beat down, Over's gonna beat Braun down now. Like Braun's gonna take the loss. Ain't no way around that, you know. But they showed it, and I like the stare down. I like the physicality. Both of them did to each other. And then I seen somebody in the comments, right? And when people say this, you can tell they just don't watch NXT. And then the person who said it admitted he doesn't watch NXT, right? But he said that the only thing over do is beat the people down to the, like throw people down to the ground because like over slings people, you know, and if you watch MSC, that's not all that he can do. It's not. But just like Ron, over the same way with certain things. It's a sprint. Get your shit out, alright, and pin. Don't have these long drawn out matches, alright. So niggas can pick you apart and say, oh, why is he doing that? He got lost with this. No, just do your 3 to 4 moves and get out the ring. Now Braun now he has he had longer matches? Yes, yes. I with certain people, yes, he has. Over, there's nothing to do there. He won't do it. He won't do it with Brock. Like we're never gonna get a 12-minute match between Brock and Over. No, it should be. And a lot of that is because of Brock, not Over. Over's had 12 to 15-minute matches, maybe 20 matches in NXT. Alright? But with Over, that's not going to happen. With Roman, it'll happen. With Braun, it'll happen. Who else? When Russell Reed comes back, it'll happen. But people that it shouldn't happen with, it just shouldn't happen with. If Over fought Austin Theory, I know I'm picking on him right now, but it shouldn't last more than 5 minutes. If that, if that, dog. It shouldn't let. If now you know what. You know what? If it's a one-on-one match with Jay, right? It shouldn't last more than 5 minutes. If it's one-on-one and it's clean, no interference, Over should destroy Jay. Like, I damn near want to say Over should squash Jay. Alright? Like, that should happen, in my opinion. It should. But we know that it's not going to be no interference in this match. Brock's going to interfere in it. Jacob probably going to interfere in it. Jimmy's probably going to interfere in it. And Brock, I said Brock. But these niggas are going to interfere in this match. Right? So, and even then, Over might win. But, but anybody who watches Over in NXT knows he can wrestle. So we talked about something today. Josh, me, and Carlton to a certain extent. And they brought up, Josh sent in a video of Tiffany Stratton not knowing her old school wrestlers, like Sergeant Shaw, Slaughter, Viscera, who else? There was somebody else that she didn't know. And, I'm not gonna lie to you. This would have bothered me like it bothered them. Because it bothered Josh and it bothered Carlton. Now, mind you, they're not fans of her. Right? So, this would have bothered me. I'm trying to give a timeline. It would have bothered me 10 years ago. Like it would have. It would have bothered me just like it bothered them today. All right, but it's not. And this is not a mystery, y'all. I promise. I swear. Okay. So now we got it out the way. It's not a mystery. It's not a missile. It's not a bomb. It's just we talk. But this would have bothered me 10 years ago, right? Because I love wrestling, right? And I need you to know something about wrestling for me to like you. Now, it doesn't bother me like that. I have a wife that's a casual fan. She watches it. She watches the big pay-per-views like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, the Royal Rumble, maybe Survivor Series, maybe. Like she watches it for the entertainment. She watches it for who's there. You know, um, if they got music there, she'll listen to it because of the fact that it's probably somebody she knows, right? So I say that to say this. So it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore that if a wrestler says, "I didn't grow up in this. I don't know this person. I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up around this person. I don't know who this person is." It doesn't bother me anymore because and so it has so reasons because of the fact that the E are recruiting athletes, all right? More than they're recruiting wrestlers in the indies or wrestlers that grew up watching wrestling. And some of that, oh no, not some of that, a lot of that has to do with if they're an athlete, they can train them to be a wrestler, right? If they're an athlete, they can train them to how they want them to be trained. Now, some of these athletes, daddies, they used to be wrestlers, like Mark Henry, like Roddy Piper, like Dean Malenko, uh, um, um, Titus O'Neil, Steiner, right? Rich Steiner, right? You know, and their sons and daughters want to wrestle, right? All have that option, right? So them, they've been around the business, so they know these wrestlers, old school wrestlers. Like Dom, grew up around the business. Orton grew up around the business. So this is second nature to them, and they know who was around back then. They know the players. They know um, steamboats. Right? They know Art Anderson. Right? They know the people that was around back then. Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, um, um, Sergeant Slater, Rick Rude, right? Like all these people, they know them. So they're different. They're a different breed, right? So, but the people that gets into wrestling, and they're athletes and stuff, a lot of them don't get in because they knew who this person was, or they know their history and stuff. And then yes, you can say then then you can say like why you here, right? And a lot of them, some of them are going to say, hey, I'm here because I want to wrestle, right? Or I'm here because I want to make money. Uh, one of the guys back in NXT right now. He was on the other platform, not platform, the other thing, where they train you and everything, and they give you a contract for NXT or something like that. LFG. He was on that, and he did a promo, and he said why he's here. He said, "I want to make money. Uh, Football didn't work out for me," and that rubbed some people the wrong way mainly Boogie T and Bully Ray. Which, side note, where the fuck is Boogie T? He wasn't there last night, and Will Barrett was there, which is weird because they was in the UK. Well, not NSC. They was in Orlando, but I'm saying like he usually be in the UK somewhere, but he was on NSC last night doing commentary, and then um last week he wasn't there. And Corey Graves was there. So what the fuck is Boogie T? Like, is he on vacation? I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe I gotta look that shit up. But I don't know where he at right now. And then Bully Ray. Like, you know what? Some of the stuff he's saying right now, I just want to tell him to shut the fuck up. Like he has said some dumb shit lately. Right? And now, they're and like some of the shit that's happening, I can feel bad for, but some of the shit I can't. Or when it comes to Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer, a lot of shit's coming out about both these motherfuckers right now. Like a lot, mostly Tommy Dreamer. All right, like the positive stuff was coming out about Dreamer, and now you got some people all unloading on that man right now. All right, like unloading on him, bringing up stuff in the past and everything, like kicking the white down. Hey, and some of it is sad, some of it is sad in another way. All right, but like I don't know, you know. But then with Willie Ray, you know, we knew then. Like somebody said that he got caught giving, not giving, like buying 22-year-old young girls drinks. I don't know how old Willie Ray is, but we knew he was in the young, not young as in bad, but like we knew he was into chicks younger than him. Let me say it like that. In their 30s, early 30s, early like mid 20s and stuff, because he was dating from the beautiful people, not Angelina Love, the other one, the hot one. No, I let Angelina Love too. I got an interview. I had an interview, but I got an autograph, a picture with her. So, but the other one, I forgot her name. But he used to date her for a while. So did Chris Sabin. Uh, but we knew then, and then we knew he dabbled in dating the porn stars and stuff like that, which I did. Alright, him and Kevin Nash. Alright, so like we knew Willie gets around and he likes to party. That's what he do. I mean, he has a separate, like he has a Busted Open After Dark podcast he does, and 9 times out of 10 it's a female, and it's Jiffy Jack. So we knew then like what kind of party or what kind of lifestyle he used. Now saying that, some of the shit he said recently is just horrible stuff. I mean not horrible as in he said like it's inappropriate, but it's stupid shit. So one of the things he said recently, and I know I'm probably getting off topic. No, I'm not. It's still wrestling. And I can't remember what I was talking about before I went right anyway. So there's that. But so Carlton came in and he said that Bully Ray. Carlton did. But I heard Bully Ray say this statement because when Carlton came in and when he went to quote what Bully Ray said, like Carlton started it off with 48 seconds to listening to Busted Open, and he said bubbling. And when you said it, I rolled my fucking eyes to it because the fact that I know I heard it. I heard it earlier. So Carlton quoted Bubba saying the best. I mean the best people. I mean the best wrestlers to transfer over to the main roster from NXT was Enzo and Cass over, and that's not true. Over's it. You know, and now I did say who did you say Finn was, but Tarkin made a real good point. Finn is from the Indies. He already had a fan base, so he doesn't count. He doesn't. You know, and then I would want to say Trick is up there. I, I want to count Braun Breaker, but it's cheating because even with Braun Breaker's name, we still knew who his daddy was, and they still bark, right? And he still got over it, but it wasn't like over. And Trick, they know him for his interests, his interests, and that's it. Always over. I mean, yes, it's his stunt, but he gets over in a way different way than Trick does. Because without Trick's music, then his entrance. I'm not saying Trick wouldn't be. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me say this right quick. Congratulations to Trick for getting married over the weekend in Jamaica. Jamaica. Um, so you know, but you know, I'm not saying Trick wouldn't have been over still, but without his entrance, but his entrance make him like just like Jay. Jay entrance makes him and made him. Right, Trick entrance made him. Now, but it still matters what you say in the ring and what you do in the ring afterwards. All right, so Trick still got over because he still had to work hard to be where he at right now, and some people still don't like him. Some people still don't like him. All right, but listen, all due respect to Enzo and Cass, they were okay. They were okay. They got over for a kite line. They not over. They nowhere near over. Not even close to over. When it comes to his aura and how he transferred over to the main roster. Alright, because Enzo and Cass took them forever to win the tag team titles, and they were mad over still. You know, like neither one. Well, I don't know about now because there's rumors they coming back, right? And there's rumor and Cash, like Cash has a physique that's way better than it was before, and they're gonna use that. Enzo, he's still gonna be the mouthpiece. That is, and then another thing that about Cass is the fact that he's married to Diamond Dallas Page's daughter in real life, so that helps him get into WWE or back in WWE too. And he's a recovering alcoholic that he's recovered from for years now. And you know, I know Corey Graves is there, and Corey Graves is married to Cass's ex, Carmella, but that shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't, because you know, it just shouldn't be a problem. But they're not they were never over as much as or over is. It's not even close. It's not. It's not. Oh, so going back, I just going back to the other topic about about like being mad about not even mad. Let me say they wasn't mad. They just don't like the fact that they don't know the history. And yes, you should know some of your history of wrestling. Not everything, you know. No, but some of it, yes. So I do agree with them on that because me debating with them today wasn't really me debating. It's me talking to them. Yeah, and just telling them why it doesn't bother me as much as it would 10 years ago. Because it's just the fact that the E went away from that. They went away from the Charlottes, um, not even Charlotte. Let me say Becky, Bailey, Sasha, like the ring rack. Like they went away from that kind of shit when it comes to females and guys too. I'm not saying they don't sign these guys females still. They do, but it's very less. It's very less because then you don't got to worry about contract like big ass contracts then. Because if you sign in the indie wrestler, 9 times out of 10 they want the money. That's why this is why David Finley is not with the E. He's with AEW. This is why David Knight is with AEW and not the E because they didn't want A, they didn't want to go to NXT, and B, they wanted money. This is why um yeah, certain indie wrestlers went to AEW because they wanted the money and they could be on TV and not NXT, you know. And the E went away from certain. They went away at one point. They went away from indie wrestlers, all right, and then they realized they had to sprinkle that stuff in a little still. And to me, and I'm gonna say this again, like to me, they signed indie wrestlers for a reason, all right now. Not all of them, but some of them. They signed indie wrestlers to make their athlete wrestlers look good in the ring and his job in indie wrestlers out at 9 times out of 10. They are some they don't. Um, Let me say this now about NXT in the pay per view. Uh, uh, I think Ryan's gonna be right about Tony D losing the belt over the weekend because he's going in hurt, and I think they gave Tony D the belt for a thank you because he's been there. He's the only person that's still there, like from his group. So I think that was more of a thank you. You won the belt now. We can take the belt off of you, and you can move up to the main roster because they can put him in the division. They can. It's another guy to get pinned because Tony D was never going to be a Braun or over. All right, and what do they call these kind of champs? Transitional champions. All right, which is going to happen because Evil's going to get that belt, and then we just gonna move on, and then Tony D's gonna get his rematch, and then just gonna move him on after that, to the main roster. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. He won the belt. He won everything. It's like there's nothing else. Now, I bet you. Do I feel like Tony D wishes he can hold the belt like a little longer? Sure, but I bet you he'd rather be on the main roster with his boys, right? So because the only one that's doing bad right now on the main roster is Jason Waller. That's it. That's one of his boys. Well, no, that's not true. Jason Waller and the Creeds. Since the Creeds ain't doing shit, you know. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch EFEDs. new breed. This is the Hired Gun on the Hired Gun podcast. God bless. Love you. I'm out. Be safe, y'all.